first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Akers has got the first down and then some. He's at the 40, 20.
Here we go.
Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. K.J. Hamler returning it. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now a penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Tucker. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a give, right side. It's Tucker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Well, this defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
They'll try the air now with Herbert. Flush to his right. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door. And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And some room to work. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
Well, they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Derrick Henry. And And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Herbert. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run the counter. Tucker. And the ball is knocked out. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the give, this is Akers. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. 7-7, our score after 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams have taken the lead. Out for the PAT, here's McGinnis. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
On second down now, it's Tucker.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. This pass caught by Hamler. Touchdown, Titans. KJ Hamler, 36 yards. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
97 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Eluding the pressure right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. That'll be caught. It's Cup. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they called Bambi. So if you're in that type of territory, catch the same number of passes he caught, you know you're on your way to a big-time career. And just think, he's not through yet.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Second and 8 coming up.
Looking to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jayon Brown gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive
as they go to work with 12 seconds on the clock.
On first down, Justin Herbert.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Hamler now to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From the 50, here's Herbert. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off near the 42. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air it out deep for Woods.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left.
That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They'll run on first down. Tucker. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his man complete. That's Tucker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And got his man complete. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Here's Herbert. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Boy, that one was well read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive, because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Herbert. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hopkins. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. On 1st down, it's Herbert. He finds his man complete. It's Tucker. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. As we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high-percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot, forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Going up top for Cup. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Titans are right back in this football game. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. One up back at the 16-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
At the 16-yard line.
Here's Herbert. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown. Derrick Henry. 84 yards.
And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
No problem there on the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet.
Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
possession, already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And they'll get to him just inside the 15, even after that strong run we witnessed. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. He has just eclipsed the 13,000-yard mark for his career. What a career it's been. Incredible running the football. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on first and goal. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And they take a knee. The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. And they'll indeed take a knee. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very in this one.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37. And that is no good. No good. Line to the left. And this score will stay.
You have a lead in the fourth quarter. All you talk about doing is finish.